this video today I'm going to demonstrate an idea to use your stamps and Stickles glitter. In the May kit I included a bottle of Stickles and wanted to come up with a new idea to use it, as well as I have a bunch of stamps that I rarely use because I'm not real comfortable incorporating them onto my pages to make it look like they really go with the idea that I'm trying to create. So for this project you will want a transparency, which I have here. You will also want a Stays-On ink pad. You can use any other ink pad you want. I just found that this one does not smear off. Any other ink pad that I have doesn't ever tend to dry on the transparency. You will also want your block and a stamp that you want to use. So once you have all of that together, you can put your stamp on your block, take your black ink pad, and coat your stamp here. The hardest part about this whole project, I think, is putting it down onto the transparency. I tend to smear it if you're not real gentle with putting it down. And then you just stamp on the transparency. With this ink, it doesn't take real long to dry. I'll do a couple more here before you can start putting your glitter on. And you can use a stamp that any amount of detail on it is fine. I'll show you why in just a minute. You don't have to be, pick one that doesn't have a lot of detail because you're scared of staying in the lines. It won't matter. So after you have your images stamped, then just give them a minute to dry. Once they're dry, pick out a color of Stickles. For this one, I'll just use this green color here that I have. And then you're just going to color in on your stamp. And now the reason why it doesn't matter how detailed they are is because you're going to flip this over. So you don't have to really worry about staying in the lines, because once you flip it over, you're only going to see the Stickles in the blank area. Now that you have it all colored in, you'll just want to wait for it to dry. And then you'll see, like these here that we've flipped over, they look, kind of messy on the other side. You don't, like I said, you don't have to be real careful with them, because once you flip them, like this one, you see the glitter and you see the detail, and that's it. So here's our butterfly. Once you flip it over, you can see that it's got the you can see the green and you can see all the detail. Once it dries, it looks really nice. I have a couple of pages in my gallery that I finished using this idea. And then I also just cut them out. You don't have to be real careful about cutting them out either. I just trim around it, as close as you want to get it. And also the nice thing about this is, in the past when I've used transparencies, it's sometimes hard to cover up your glue or your glue dots. And on this one you can put your glue dot or your glue right on the glitter and you cannot see how you glued it down. So you don't have any weird glue dot or glue showing through the transparency. It does take quite a while for this glitter to dry on here, so I usually do this and then leave it for a little while and come back to it later. Well, thank you for watching. Again, you can check out my gallery at www.tidbitsintime.com. You can see some finished pages using this idea.